Welcome to another episode of Stop Hating Work, a Q&A show about, as the title says, how to stop hating work and to start enjoying what you do every day. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to start building trust with your employees and those that you work with. And so get ready. We're going to jump into that right now. Hey guys, so we're going to be talking about how to build trust at work. And I believe that trust is the foundation of great teams and to joyfully engage in your work on a daily basis. I believe that your relationships with those that you're working with are really the foundation of if you're going to enjoy your job every day. Because most people aren't anxious about the actual work they have to do, but they're anxious about the relationships they have to deal with in the workplace. And trust is the foundation of great relationships. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how to build trust in the workplace. So we're going to talk about kind of 4 things, really 3, but we're kind of going to throw in a 4th. You'll see when we get there. And so number 1, the first thing I want to talk about is what is trust, or what kind of trust am I talking about? And so I'm talking about psychological trust. And so what psychological trust is it is to have a belief in another person that they have the best interest in you. So they want what's best for you. They don't have an agenda, but they're humble, they're compassionate, they're listening, and they want to understand where you're at and what success looks like for you. And they actually want that to be true of your life. And then the other part is dependability, that they're dependable over and over of helping you achieve those goals. And so trust is truly this belief and faith that another person has your back and that you can believe in them to be a partner with you in life. And so some people talk about, I give trust easily or quickly or right off the bat. And so, it's like I give people trust at the beginning and then they have to lose trust. And some people talk about how it really takes time to gain trust, but once you've gained it, you have it forever. And I don't know if trust is that easy. I think some of us are more optimistic towards trusting people, and some people are more pessimistic towards trusting people. But trust takes time to build. It is little actions over and over again that builds relational rapport, that communicates to one another that you actually believe in me, you want what's best for me, and you've proven that time and time again. And so, number 2 is emotional safety. To build trust, there has to be a sense of authenticity and vulnerability between 2 people. You have to be able to share what's on your heart and what's on your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, and that your identity is still intact. That person still likes you, and that person still wants what's best for you, even after you've shared some of those intimate things of life. And so creating a space between you and a coworker, or you and your boss, where there is vulnerability between the 2 of you, is what is going to take to start building trust. Because over time, you're going to need that emotional safety for that trust to be true in the long term. And if you think about it, if you've ever shared something that's personal or intimate about your life to another person, and they respond in a way that doesn't build trust, they respond in a way that pushes you away or disagrees with how you're viewing the world at that moment and creates friction, then immediately moves towards more of distrust. And that, repeated over time, creates an institutional relationship where people don't trust you. And so this is one of the hard parts. This is the scary part of trust. Trust is not easy. Trust is very, very scary. And that emotional safety is that part. So number 3, dependability. You have to depend on each other. either on tasks or how you interact with one another. Both of those things are true, particularly in the workplace. To build trust with someone in the workplace means that over and over again, they are successful in completing the tasks that's before them. And that creates support for the tasks that you have. And then as you complete those tasks together as a team, you're moving the goal forward, hopefully achieving the mission that is set out before you. And so that repeated moment by moment dependability in the workplace is huge. But then you take that within relational interactions, that you can depend on them over and over again to meet you where you're at and create emotional safety. That is the framework of building great trust in the workplace. And so now I'm going to talk about number 4. This is probably the most important piece to building trust in the workplace, and it is you being someone that others can trust in. That's right. Trust starts with you being vulnerable and creating emotional safety with other people. It means that you listen and understand. You're understanding where other people are coming from, and you are not the one putting judge and blame on others when it isn't valid. Being vulnerable and seeking understanding is going to create space for emotional safety on your team and within your workplace. And you are the first person that can get to start to do that. Or you're the first person that can begin doing that within your team. And then the other one is building dependability. Let your yes be yes. When you commit to something, you're all in. You're committed till the end, and you're going to work together to achieve the goal with your teammates. And when something needs done, you're going to jump in, and you're going to understand your strengths and your skills, and you're going to use those to create awesome. You're going to use your strengths and skills to create an awesome result for your team. And over time, if you're vulnerable, you seek understanding, and your yes means yes, you're going to start building trustworthy relationships with those around you. Trust is scary and hard, but it is the foundation of great teams and truly enjoying what you do every day. And so look at yourself and ask yourself, where is there trust being missed within your organization, and how can you start to be a person of trust? These are the hard things in life, but I believe that these are the things that are going to make work a gift and a joy of life. And so please, in the comments, leave some of your thoughts on how you have built trust with your coworkers and your bosses and managers. I'd love to hear that and start a dialogue and really just be a place of encouragement for each other. So please jump into the comments and let me know how you build trust in the workplace.